Hello, welcome. This is Kenshin1913, and we are starting a new Let's Play. This is Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2. Yeah, so I decided to start this game because it's pretty easy to edit and play. So yeah, we're gonna start off with this game. This is a direct sequel to Soul Reaver, made by Dynamics and Eidos. And yeah, this takes place right after, like literally right after Soul Reaver 1. So yeah, this should be pretty awesome. You got your start game, your bonus materials, and your options. And yeah, let's go to options. As you can see, there's all kinds of neato things. I'm actually playing this on the PS2. I decided to use my my PS3, my backwards compatible one. And let's watch the opening cutscene.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? And as such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Moebius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. Free will is an illusion.
I found the tomb of Kain. How could you profane a priest by turning him into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
The Sarafan were saviors, defending Nazgul from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are open, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Sarafan were noble, altruistic? Oh, don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours. You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah. Welcome. time span, soul. Welcome to your destiny.
Okay, so here is the loading screen. Probably the only time you're gonna see that. Raziel running. Reminds me of something from Suikoden.
Where am I? Is the usual question. In your case, when might be more apt.
Very well, you old snake. If you'd prefer I use my bare hands...
This is completely unexpected. This orb disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated. Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours. But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
You can drop the benevolent facade, Moebius. I know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
Perhaps you should, my boy. But you don't.
Are you so certain of that, Moebius?
My role as Time Guardian affords me a certain level of omniscience, Raziel. No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Kain, some 30 years from now.
You two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
How is it that you know my name? We have never met.
On the contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Kain has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel. We were even close.
Oh, please.
Fortunately, you need not love me now to be my ally.
Are we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age. My mercenary army now inhabits this stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan with our own humble crusade.
Is this the vampire Vorador?
Yes, the scourge of the Circle, the most depraved and decadent example of his whole degenerate race. He slaughtered 6 of my fellow Guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
And you somehow survived this massacre?
I and 2 others. The Circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient. You'll forgive me if I don't naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
And who has slandered me so? Your malefactor, Kain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly. We'll forget about rekindling our old friendship then. But consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Kain dead. I can help you do it.
You don't want to meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes, but you're simply out of your depth on this one.
You underestimate me, Raziel. Let me show you. Even now, Kain is lying in wait for you, unaware that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See how he lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy, foolishly confident that he has eluded your grasp.
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Raziel. They are the embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Kain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision. Kain's very existence is a cancer upon this world. As long as he lives, All of Nosgoth is in peril. You may never again be human, Raziel. But you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go to him, Raziel, and end this. But first, you will need to find your way out of the stronghold, and in this, I'm afraid I cannot help you. My soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course. They're no match for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum. But do what you have to do. All great movements require a few martyrs.
Alone now, I surveyed my surroundings and noticed a second time-streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how, I had not yet discovered.
Okay, so finally we get to play the game, and the game is a little different. The controls are a wee bit different. You can use the right analog stick to look around. And yeah, this game takes place right now. There's going to be a lot of time traveling in this game. This game takes place actually 30 years before Soul Reaver. And basically 500 years ago or so, 470 years ago, Vlorador killed the guardians of the pillars. And you remember from Blood Omen 1 when he came and killed all the some people in the Sarafan Sanctuary? That is these scenes right here, just murdering folk. So yeah, I figured I'd show that. So pretty cool, huh? They got some pictures of Vlorador doing his thing. But yeah, so this takes place 30 years before Blood Omen. At least this part, like I said, time traveling. If you hit X, you can jump, and if you hit X again, you can glide. There's two different types of attack, with square is the regular attack, and then triangle is the is the heart attack. Not the heart attack, the heart attack. Did I say heart attack? I meant hard attack. Anyways, if you hold R1, you can sneak up on this guy. And if you hold R2, you can sneak up on this guy. And if you hold R1, you can auto face him. And in this game, you can actually kill people with your claws. And if you hold circle, you can feed. And also in this game, you can pick up different weapons other than spears. And if you remember my test video, this is actually the part where we're going to get crazy stuff. So, mostly what I like to do is auto-target them and then just go at them with square. Because square is the easiest attack. Although it's weaker, it gets off much faster. When you're doing a charge up with triangle, it's a little harder to hit the enemy sometimes. So I just like to stick with square. And yeah, Raziel has most of the abilities from the original game. He's got the crawl. I mean, he's got the he can grab on the things and climb up them. He can swim. He can. There's a bunch of things he can do. There's no constrict ability. They took that away. I guess he lost it. And as you can see, this is a new vampire hunter chick. She's uses a spear and she's wrecking me. But yeah, you can block attacks, regular attacks, but like the harder ones will actually break your guard. If you hold L1, you can guard. But I don't bother. I usually try to oh yeah, if you hold R1 and triangle, you can actually shoot a projectile. And I'm gonna pick up a spear. But what the hell was I saying?
Throughout the stronghold, I discovered evidence of my former nobility and my life as a Sarafan priest. This was the heritage so foully stolen from me when Kain raided my sacred crypt and defiled me.
Oh, looks like we got more dudes. So yeah, all the glyph powers that you collected in the other game, they are gone. No more glyphs. So, and yep, classic impaling. Just like old Soul Reaver 1. I personally think the combat is a lot better in this game. I like it a lot better, and there are not many, if any, block puzzles in this game. This game, I personally believe, is a little easier than the other games, just puzzle-wise. Everything is pretty self-explanatory with certain things, you know what I mean? Anyways, let's keep going. And over here, we have to go through it in the spectral realm. So to go to the spectral realm, you hit select. And in this game, we actually have something we can look at the map. So that's pretty cool. And it shows where Kain is, I guess. The red dot is Kain, or our objective. And right now, we can't summon the Reaver at will. But maybe later we can. And basically, you just push forward to phase through, and it's much faster, the animation, which is nice. But anyways, I think I'm going to end the episode here. In the next episode, we'll continue